All right. Hi, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful week. I have been insanely busy because I'm a homeschool mom, teacher. So, April and May are like busy, busy. All right. I think we are good to go on Facebook, YouTube. We're good. No, we're not. Yes, we are. All right. Okay. Let me set my tablet down over here and I'm going to go over a few things. And before we get started, hey Skippy, um, I have some stuff here. I actually am going to give one of these away as a giveaway, along with one of my rolls of washi tape. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway for that. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Um, and let's see what size is that? 2, 3, probably fits. My goodness, it's an odd size. What size is that? Oh, it's 4 centimeters. Okay. Totally forgot to measure that. Hello, hello. Make sure you guys like and share the live. And okay, so I was going to work on my little attic here today. And I went to go get oh yeah, I have the whiteboard down today. I kind of like it like this, and I may expand my desk out because my desk ends like that much before this board, and I really like having a wider work area. It's a gaming desk, so because I had to have a pink one, so of course it's not wide enough for crafting. So I went out to get my fairy garden stuff, and it's too big. It's a little bit too big than I want. So I will probably make my own, which is easy to do. It just a lot more work. And work on that. And we're going to do like a type of book folio thingamabobber for the back. So that's what we're going to do today. So let me make some announcements real quick. If you guys know what Bo Bunny is, um, it was a very popular scrapbooking brand, and they kind of condensed it down because I think that they got rid of a lot of stuff, which was hate. But a few years ago, when I started my Etsy shop, I wanted to do a carnival themed book. And if you look in my playlist under my favorite books, you'll see a Ferris wheel. That's the book that I made from this collection. And that's what I did from it. When I was going to make, the carnival theme stuff, I could not find this paper pad, like the big paper pad, anywhere. And I'm like, what the heck? And it was because it was discontinued the year before. So everything that I was finding was like the single sheets and the leftover stuff. So I frantically went on a mission let me find that little one, to find all that I could. And I am not exaggerating. I'm a distributor for American Crafts, and then they changed over to a different company. And American Crafts does everything. Tim Holtz, Bo Bunny, Heidi. I almost said Heidi Klum. Heidi Schwab. We Are Memory Makers. All that stuff. And so I went and I literally bought everything that was left in the United States. I'm not even joking. And a lot of it's sold already. And so the other day I went through it because I had my Carnival washi tape come out, and I've been using some of it with the journal spreads, and I went through all of it, and I have like, I don't have the full paper pads like this. This is what the full paper pads look like, except they were 12 by 12. I had a bunch of these 8 by 8s like this that had single sided, but the 12 by 12 was double sided, and all of these sheets were in there, but they're all gone now. You can't find them anywhere. And they also had the coolest stuff. They had like little buttons and stuff. They had the brads here that were circus themed. They had ribbons. They had all kinds of stuff, and then they just got rid of it. And so what I did was I bought all the single sheets, which came in huge bundles that I could find. And so I had these bundles. I went through them all. I think there was like maybe 34 of them, and I have like 24 now left. And I bundled them up in these bags so they wouldn't get messed up. And there's 7 sheets that are double-sided in here from that collection. The only ones that I have not posted yet are these single ones, because there wasn't enough for them to go in the bundle. But there's 7 sheets in here, so it's almost a whole paper pad. And it was the curtain page that has this on the other side with the collage of vintage Carnival stuff. And then it was, what was the other one? It was the Apothecary sheet that had the stars on the other side. I only had a few of these left because when I got the bundles, since they were discontinued, they'd only have like 15 here. And then the other ones, they had like, 25 per pack and everything. But some of them only had like 20 left in a pack and stuff. So I didn't have enough for those. So what I will do is I'm thinking about making one more circus book. And then I'll put the separate sheets like in a listing by themselves. But these are listed on my Etsy shop finally in their bundles, and they'll come in their own little bag. It's called Carnival Big Top. And I promise you, I even Googled, what, Ella Rose? What are you doing?
I'm reading it. Do you have a hole punching thing?
Kaylin has it.
Okay.
I don't know where it is. She was doing it with her school stuff. So these are available now on my Etsy shop, and whatever's there is there. I cannot get any more. They were discontinued like 3 years ago.
Those?
What?
I didn't see those.
They've been in the other room in a box.
Oh.
Yeah, these are not mine.
Oh. Okay.
These are Bo Bunny. See? And I packaged them up. That's what I was waiting on, the bags. Yeah, so I'm going to put a little thing on the back. These I didn't package up because they don't fit. There's not enough of them to fit in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have any more. Out!
Out. Yes, we do. Get out.
And then, of course, these already sold out. Sorry. And this one I've already used, so yeah. But they had like ephemera stickers and everything. And like I said, when they were gone, they're gone for good. Never to grace our presence ever again. That's why sometimes I hate using certain paper, because when I use it, yeah, just put it over there where your paper is. Let me have that stuff right there, because I got that out. Yeah, I got that out to use there. So those are in my Etsy shop. So are the Carnival washi tape that you can use with it. Yeah, the Carnival washi tape that you can use with it. And I was doing journal spreads and stuff like that with it. I'm also working right now to get my own circus themed paper manufactured right now. And I'm trying to see, they don't usually do it. The company that I'm asking about it. So they're on a holiday right now. It's called May Day holiday. I don't really know what that is, but okay. Yeah, it's May 1st to the 5th. And so I am going to be making sure that what is wrong? Am I frozen? I am frozen, ain't I? Hold on. Making sure that I can get them to do that. And if they can, that would be fantastic because I have a ton of designs for okay, I think we good now. Yeah. Oh gosh,
Oh,
there's a
that
wicked delay.
Holy crap.
There's a wicked delay. Sorry. um, so because I have a ton of sheets that paper pads that I've had designed now. A lot of them I've had just sitting on my tablet for years and years. So I'm finally getting to do those.
Key better?
It's funky. I don't know what's wrong with it though. I don't.
Well, then it's not my fault then.
Okay, well, I don't know. So, anywho, so we're going to work on this. I'm going to try to get this done. I still got to spray it some more so stuff stops coming off of it. And if you haven't joined my live, I'm doing hidden books within this. Okay, we have the first one like this. I had to pay attention and see if there were, and then we had the front door and the side window, which I have put up over there. And then we have this one over here that's tied in there. You just untie this and it comes off. And then we had the dormer, which is just magnetized on there. And then I think it was last Saturday I made what did I make? The little one in here like this that opens up to that one, the tiny one, and that's going to go in here. I found, like I said, I found some little furniture, but it's a little bit too big. I want to be able to fit more stuff in there. So that's that. And can you move that right there? Actually, here, put this on your paper over there. What is that?
It's a song. I was going to put it in the songbook.
Oh,
I'm stalking Mammal on YouTube, and so I was seeing what song she was singing at church, and so I'm printing out songs.
Well, there you go.
No, I told Lily I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see Mammal, and then I'm gonna be like, I know you sang this song at church. Teach me.
Alright. I have a bunch of scraps here that I want to use.
Did you get that email I sent you?
Where'd you send it?
I don't know.
To my Gmail?
Whatever you said to me.
Oh, that's my business email. Yeah, I don't check that very often.
Okay.
But no, I haven't checked it, but I will when I get off of here.
Okay.
Hey, Sherry Lou, how are you? Good. Also about the washi tape, I was supposed to have a shipment come in this week, but since they're on this May Day holiday, whatever, it's on its way and it'll be here in a couple of days. And there will be 2 separate themes in there, and then the next shipment after that there will be 5 different ones. So, and then I'm going to do them in groups of 5 from here on out. So that's how it will work. So let's get started. I have these what is this ephemera pack by Tim Holtz. I think I still have some of these in my Etsy shop. But it has a lot of like flowery stuff, but they're all divided up into colors, like Charmin Charlie colors. And so I want to make an ephemera, a folio type book that I'm going to stick on the back of the book. And that will be hidden book number, I don't even know now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You need to like tally them.
I know. I need to number them. Hold on. Let me see what I got up in here. I just grabbed all my papers that were over here. I don't think I need all this. Now, let me just move these. It's over here. And I'm going to put that right here in case I need to Can you, Daddy's trying to take a nap because he had to get up early. Can you keep an eye on Rubik's Cube?
Yeah.
And I shouldn't be on here too long.
Okay.
Stuff like this doesn't take me that long to do.
Dad let her eat the lemon heads and now she's being
Oh,
a
no. She's already had candy.
I know.
Why?
So she was like, Ellie, will you play dolls with me? And I was like, no, Dad's in your room. And she's like, well, we can bring the dolls downstairs.
Oh, my God.
And then she started running around, like, doing some weird tribal thing. I don't know.
Just make sure that the box that she takes downstairs, she doesn't dump it out
I'm
everywhere.
not playing dolls with her. She's being
No. It's the box of journaling stuff that I threw all up in there.
She has it in a little corner.
Yeah, make sure that she doesn't leave it out because Jack will eat it.
Alright.
It smells, for some reason, like it should be eaten by him. Can you go hang them up downstairs?
Yeah.
Probably Daddy. All right. So, hello, if you just joined. And, oh, that's what I was saying. She got me distracted. I will probably do a giveaway maybe on my next live of a pack of that circus bundle paper and a roll of my washi tape. I haven't done a giveaway in a long time. And my husband wants me to de-stash stuff, and I don't do that because every time I do, I need that later. And then I have to go and buy it again. And I'm cheap. And I don't like to buy stuff over and over again when I already have it. That makes me... So, getting back to this. All right, this is just one of the sheets that came in the pack. And you get these little cards on here. And you can use the single side too, which I actually would rather use the single side because all of this I'm going to end up covering up anyway. And... open this. And what I do is I like to use these for like little folio things. And anytime they have like the 9 squares I always use for like a waterfall insert and stuff. And I'm trying to figure out what you said exactly too. I don't remember, but okay. Yay. But I like the cards and stuff because I don't have to measure anything. A lot of people always ask me for tutorials on like a waterfall card or some other crazy thing that I've done. And I'm always scared to do a tutorial because I have to go back and try to measure stuff when I just took like something that was already in a certain shape and then I worked around that, if that makes any sense, because I do that a lot. And then it kind of freaks me out a little bit. And but I think I'm going to start trying to build up my YouTube channel a little bit because I don't, and all of my tutorials will probably go on there. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can go and do that, and that would be much appreciated. I'm just leaving a little bit of a border around. And that's, and what I'll probably do is on my other platforms, I'll show like the finished project or whatever I'm doing. And then if you go on my YouTube channel, the tutorial will be on there. And if you make it, you can tag me in there. I have people tag me all the time on YouTube telling me they made something they saw or something, either on here, TikTok or something like that. And if I sound really spastic today, I had a full like Dr. Pepper. Like I usually drink 0 sugar, and they didn't have 0 sugar. They had sugar, and I'm a little bit right now. I haven't had a full sugar like soda in like, I don't know, like 3-4 years. And there's a reason for that because I have ADHD. And when we get sugar, we get freakishly hyper. And my husband, he's crashed. He had a freaking energy drink and he's in there taking a nap. And I don't know how he does that. Me, I'm like all the time. And that's what happens to Ruby too. We don't give her sugar very often, but when we do, we regret it all the time. And my mother-in-law finally understood what we were talking about. She gave her like a cookie or something like that. I think it was like an Oreo or something. And she's got a very passive way about saying stuff. And she was like, I gave Ruby a cookie the other day, and I'm not going to do that ever again. And I'm like, yeah, you found out, didn't you? They used to give our kids like sweets and stuff all the time and then send them back home. We would say, don't give them so much junk, you know? And they would do it anyway. And now she's regretting it, especially with Ruby. So what I'm going to do, if you guys can, let me make sure you guys can see because I'm not used to working. Oh yeah, you guys can see good. Okay. You guys probably can't too well. Let me lift this one up just a hair. Lift it up, and that way we can kind of look on down on the peasants. There we go. All right. For YouTube, Facebook, is that better? Better. All right. So, yeah. So this is how I usually will do like a little folio because I just like it because it's set up easy. And then you got your 3 pages. And what I can do is I can actually, I've never really done this before, but I could do something to where I can like attach them like on the end like this, or wait a minute, we may do something like that, like this, and sorry, it just rained here and we get all these little gnats and stuff that come into the house every time somebody opens the door. Do it like this and then have a connection thing to where it can like, there it is, fold it over, and then they can either fold in or something like that. I have no idea if it's going to work because I've never really done it like that, but we'll try it. Sound good? Sound good? All right. So what I like to do, one thing you can do, and I think this is a great idea to do this, is I don't like pointy corners when the card thing is round because it's like wearing like a blue suit with like black socks or something like that. It irks me. So I usually round them too, just to make them like look like it was meant to be. And you can also do the middle ones here, but you have to fold them and then do them. But I won't do that because if I connect it to this one, I'm thinking ahead, then it might get in the way. So we'll do that. On these, and I'm going to kind of jump back and forth while I'm working on these because it will make it a little bit easier. Now I need to, what, I don't know if I showed you guys last time. Ruby made an avocado, and I said, oh, that's a good idea. So I kind of made my own color scheme of avocado, and this one's mine. Of course, it's pink. Kind of looks like a kawaii themed one, and I have like, I have like a purple and blue attachment things, you know, that go with it. So that way I can kind of have a rainbow. Oh, wait a minute. That one's black. Rainbow type themed thingy. I always lose my attachments because I throw them in either my holder or I put them, God, I don't know, somewhere in this little cup thing up here. So let me see what I got. And I need to get a pad thing because I do want to distress it a little bit. And no, I don't have any in there. What do I do with those? I got finger thingies here. I bet you they're over here. They're buried on my desk somewhere in my drawer. Where is that? All right, let me go steal some. Let me go grab some. I'm gonna grab some. And then my husband will wonder why all of his numbers are off again. That's the one good thing about making the hubby's love handle stuff is I never run out of sponges, because my husband, every time he sees they get low, he orders more. So he keeps me stocked on these things, which is kind of nice. I like that. All right, let me grab one. And I think I'm going to do, I have one down. I am missing one of my inks. I have one of those ink storage things for every single Tim Holtz ink that he's ever had. Anytime there's a new one out, though, I get it because it goes with my little collection here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'll use this one. Why not? This will work. It's already here. Why not? And it just comes in handy. Big handy. I already have a thing too, I think, somewhere. Is that this one? Yep, there we go. Okay, so let me go ahead and decide. I'm going to make, yeah. Now, one of these you want, if you're going to have stuff in the inside, make sure that you make whichever one is going on top, like with the widest thing. Because if you don't, you'll have issues. And you don't want to have issues. So you want to kind of make it kind of farther space. You don't want to make it flat up against that side. These are things that you learn the hard way. And it is going to be off a little bit, only because I want it to probably have a eyelet closure would be a good one, I think, to do on this. You know, and if you don't know an eyelet closure, it's a little round thing. It has an eyelet in it. You tie a string around it. It's called an eyelet closure. And no, you cannot buy those anywhere. You have to make them. When I first started, like, journaling, I wanted to learn how to make, or I wanted to buy one of those. And I'm like, where do you get those from? And how do you attach them? And I figured out that you can't. You have to just make them. I have a YouTube video on how to make those. The best method I've seen for making those, I guess, would be, I'm going to put that right there. And they're not hard. It's just work. And if you don't like doing work, I mean, that's just how it is, isn't it? And I'm going to make this one a little bit off like that one too. So don't think I'm not folding right. I'm just doing that on purpose. Okay. There we go. And I got a few things when I went out today. I don't know if anybody knows this, but Dollar General actually carries American crafts, some American craft stuff. Like, they had these. They even had, like, full pads of, like, I think it was like 36 sheets or 22 sheets or something like that of paper pads. I think they were single-sided. I don't remember. And they were $5. So that was, I was impressed with that. But my husband was like, don't you dare. You have plenty of paper. And I'm like, you are awful. I'm not shopping with you anymore. No. I have these little cards and sheets and stuff. This collection also came with these cards here. And these can also be used for like a little folio type book also. I'm using up all my little scrap pieces. Yeah, here's another one. And here's that. I'm going to use that. And I'll use that. That way nothing goes to waste. Wasting stuff. Oh, I have some more. There's a single sheet. Here's some days. Oh. Now I hear my kids downstairs giggling. Alright. This is one reason why I always keep sheets like this, because you can use them for stuff like this. This I can also use to fold over and whatnot. I have a couple of these. So I'll think of something to use with them. Either I'll put them inside or outside. And then this is the 8x8 version. And then these can be cards to go in the inside. And then I got little sayings to go on stuff. But yeah, I think this will work. This will work real good. And let me start with one of these. Alright. And just stress this. I cannot stand the silence. And I usually listen to music, but if I do that, then I can't post my video on YouTube. And I know, like some people go back, because it will only stay for like a month or something like that on Facebook. And even if I try to repost it or something, it just gets nabbed. And it's like, no, I'm blocking you. Hello, hello. How are you? I hope everybody's doing good. You just joined. I'll bring this thing down here in a few minutes because I want to catch the little security thing. And then we're going to jam pack these things full of stuff. I got a lot of stuff. I have like some writing paper stuff that I'll probably put a couple pages where they can be used for whatnot. And fold out and a couple of envelopes, you know, stuff like that. That's what makes it fun. You can also make cards out of this kind of stuff, and like greeting cards, and that lots of people like that kind of stuff. Homemade. All right, let me look and see. Let me find a sheet here that I can use as a place to attach. Not gonna look weird. Oh, here we go. Just use something like right, so this is, let me put this here. All right, so if we attach it, I'm going to say like that. I think it was, let me find the front. Yeah, and then what we may do is fold it downward or something along the lines. I don't know. We shall see. Probably fold it like down, fold it, and then down or something like that. We do it. You can attach it on one piece. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it like this on the end. And when it folds over, then we can take this, because this will fold over also like that. And then we can go boom. I think that will work. So it might work more on the end in the middle. Do something like that. Not attach it here, only in this, maybe in this one spot. Because if we attach it here, sorry, I'm go like, well, no, I guess we could. Yeah, I guess we'll try it. Why not? So, what did I say? I don't even remember now. If we attach it, how was it again? Like right this, I think. And if I attach it here, was it here or was it another way? I can't remember now. Oh, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm just confusing myself. Okay, wait a minute. It might have been like that. I think it was like this. So if I attach it here and here, and I can close this, and then we can close this together, and it's still attached, and close this. Okay, that was it. I got it. I'm always confusing myself. Always. Now, let me have my ruler here. And I'm going to do this in sections, maybe. Let me see what we need here. Probably, where are you folded at? 3 3/4. That one's the biggest one though. So that has to be at the folded part there. Which is gonna look a little bit odd, but that's okay. We'll go there. And that'll be there. Yeah, that one's a little bit wired, but that's okay. 3 3/4. Yeah, I think that will work. Okay, 3 3/4. And then I will probably attach this whole thing like that, just to give it a little bit of girth. And then this should be able to attach right there. So I need to cut off just a hair more. All right, got it. Got it. tape? Where is my tape? I don't really want to use liquid glue. It's a little bit too long to dry. Let me grab a duty. I can't even find the box I just had. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah. No. All right. Let me bring you guys down a little bit so I can watch the thingamabobber. Go ahead and distress this before I forget. I always try to do it afterwards, and and let me make sure of something here. This is going to go, yeah, so that needs to go in the back. I'm thinking about the closure thing. The closure will be on this one. I don't need to worry about that. Not right now, anyway. Alright. Then put this that. Put it more over this way, I think. Now I can see how much I need for it to fold. Oh, there we go. I'm going to do it probably, yeah, right about there. I'm just going to score this and make it easier. Then this, I want to make sure I have enough room for when it folds down. And then I think I'm going to do it like right. Let me find a pencil. Oh, thank you for the follows. This is what happens when I like to experiment on live with something I've never done before. That's okay. That's how you learn. Just gonna mark that right there. All right, let me cut this sucker. going to put it on this side because if I put it on the other side, I'll end up putting like too much. Like I already went down too far. I know it. Oh, it doesn't go sticky. There we go. Let me move this out of the way. Find a flat spot. This so I can see where I need to put it. Woo! Don't get premature on me yet. A little bit lower. Alright, I think I got that now. I can see the lines here. Sometimes having a really bright light is useful, and then sometimes it is not. I'm gonna put that over a little bit too far, did I? Let me see if I can take it off and move it over just a smidge. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, got it. Hang on. I gotta be able to see, so I'm gonna put it right here. You do? Man, it makes me a little bit, I don't know. Sometimes I work better that way, and then sometimes I'm like a nervous wreck. I think that's better. I'm gonna put it like that. There we go. Because then I got room for that to move and that to move. So then it can go like this. Well, after this is closed, this is closed. Boom. There we go. It worked. Sometimes you just have to trust the process. All right. Now that we got the base, now we can add yum yum to it, which is, you know, all the other goodie stuff. Okay. So don't let me forget. I got to put an eyelet thing on here. And what I may do, attach it. Yeah, just on this one. Eyelet here. Eyelet here. And then that way the whole thing will be able to close and tie up. So it will go like this. Open, open. If I have it upside down, I have it upside down, don't I? Something like this. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. That actually kind of looks cool there because it kind of looks like it's, you know, it's like one thing. But I'm going to cover it up here in a second. All right. So the things I like to put in there, I saved this sheet because I was going to cut this out and thought it would be good. Actually, the tree here would actually make a good little tuck spot. So I may cut this out, like, you know, put it on something like that. And then it can, you know, have a shoving stuff spot. And I got some wood stuff. This right here, I'm going to use to make like a little pocket. I may do that on this one. What did I say that was? 3 3/4 or something like that. That makes it easier. Yeah, 3 3/4. So let me cut. And when you make like little holders, you know, like pockets or whatever, you know, you can make them the lengthwise anything you want to. The width is usually just what's really the most important. Let me cut this part off real quick. I can have a good even spacing. So I said 3 3/4. That way it looks like it's just all flowers, and then I'll clip. And you can get quite a few little pockets out of this. What is that? A little over 2 underneath. And then what I like to do is I like to, if you don't have like a set of circle punches, invest in some. When I got them, they were like, I don't know, like $20 off of Amazon. They came with like 5 or 6 circle punches. And I have probably used them so much, but I swear I'm missing one, and I don't know which one it is. It's either like the inch one or 1.5 inches or something like that, because I think I got the inch one. Wait a minute. And it was my most common one. Oh, I sell all this in my Etsy shop. Although I don't know how much of this collection is actually left. I guess I'll use this one. Yeah, I always forget to empty these things. And we're just going to put like a little, probably about there. There we go. Hang on, let me do this little security thing. And then I can go back up a little bit. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I am just now looking at my tablet, and I just noticed it's not even attached like this. There we go. I was reading the comments over here because my phone was down low. I usually read them on my tablet and get them. Oh, wait a minute. Let me do this. Oh my gosh, the sun actually came out. It was terrible here this morning. My hair and my ink. All right. Okay, so I'm going to just stick one here. That is. So good with. No. I'm going to make them a little bit too big. Yeah, I did. I made them. Wait a minute. Did I not measure that right? I thought it was 3 3/4. That's 3 3/4. Alright. And just trim it off a little bit. Why not? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Knocking stuff off. Even this up a little bit because it would drive me nuts if the circle thing ain't in the middle. Half circle, semicircle, whatever you want to call it. Now we use the glue. And I gotta unbury my glue. Let me put it right there so I can get to it easier. Put a little thing on it. I'm not doing these. Well, that one actually kind of matches. Hey, how are you doing? Alright, here's one. Maybe turn this little sucker down. Now this one, may do something a little bit different. I may put it like to the side or something like this. I don't know, I'll see. Or I can put it like that, I don't care. Yeah, I may put it just normal because I'm going to have that one little tree thing I'm going to do. Now I'll just use this one for that because that's right there and it's easy. And then I'm going to work on this one next. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make like a little writing, like a notepad type thingy. I have some lined notepad paper stuff. Do Y'all hear Ruby singing? I don't know what she's doing, but she's down there singing her little heart out. All right, where did I put? Oh, there. Let me get some of this paper. Actually, just took it out. I just found it on my shelf over here, so I'm gonna. I don't even know if I've even opened this one. Oh, well, let's see. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it down. Of course, trim a few of them down. Let me see what I got to work with here. Probably don't want to make it all the way across because let me just do probably 3 1/4 by, what is this? 3 1/4. Probably by 5. 3 1/4 by 5. 3 1/4 by 5. Hi everyone. Thank you. How are you guys? Sheets. All right. I usually, I don't like the trimming stuff on here. I don't really need number trim. Hang on. Look at this. Barely fits in there because of that thing up there. What did I say? 3 1/2 by 5? What's that it? 3 1/2 by 5? That sounds right. Cut this thing off. We're going to make some sheets. 3 1/2. 3 1/2 by 5. Get quite a few, I think, out of these 2 sheets. Let me see if I can get that without. Actually, no, let me save that. Let me save these in pieces. I'll use it. I got something else I can use for those. And in the beginning, right there. Oh, that's a good low. That's good thickness right there. I think that will work. That'll work. Oh, hi, Linz. How are you doing? I just want to tell that you came on there. I'm doing good, I think. I'm kind of spastic today. I had like a full sugar Dr. Pepper. I usually don't. I'm not a soda person. And I was dying of thirst. That's like the only thing drinkable that I would have drank. Alright, let me get my... I got some... Let me see if I got any flat ones in here. That will work. Ooh, that would be cute if I could find another one. I don't want anything too bulky because then when you go to close it, it won't work. When there's the rooster on it. So, nope. Oh. Well, that one's a pink one. Maybe find another. Oh, that's red. Not, I can use these. Just boring brown ones that I have also. Wait a minute, what are these? Ooh. Okay. They're magnetic? No. They look like, that's like a giant magnet right there. I wish they were brown though. Is that another one? Oh, it's a different kind of one. Ooh. Oh, that's purple. I need a set. What's that one? That one. Same one. Yay, score. There we go. Do I want to make them rounded like the pages? Maybe I should make just the bottom. I might do that. I think it'll be a little bit better. Going to do a little bit on these. I may also, I have some rub-ons. I may put a few little rub-ons on some of the pages, like at the corner, you know, just to make it more like decorative. Echo. Turn volume to volume 1. Echo. Play TikTok Oldies playlist. I can't take it anymore. I'm sorry. Hopefully you won't hear it. But at least I'll hear it. But I have some of the ribbons here in the drawer, I think, next to me. So I'll just get them out and I'm done with this. Alright, let me get it drawer. Oh, there. Right on top. Let's see. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's it. 1, 2. Here we go. Oh, the strawberries would be cute. Whoop. That one will fit, but I'll put that. It looks like that will barely fit. Actually, I'm going to do it up here, and I'm just going to say screw the branch. That upper one. There you go. I'm gonna put her like down here. I had this little thing. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. This makes it a little bit easier. All right. So I think that would be cute. I don't put anything over these either. So that would be like its front little thingy right there. Right there. We could even put a little pocket underneath, like a little hidden pocket. That'll be good. And you can write over these like with a pen or whatever also. Ooh. I won't put one on every single page. I'll just put one on every like few. All right, so I'll get this put in there. Put like a little book or a book, little hidden pocket or something underneath. Be good. And then let me see what else we got on this. Actually, it looks good like that, but you know. And we'll move on to another spot. And I think I'm gonna add like an envelope with a window in it, and I could put one of the cards that I have over here, like in that 4-pack or something in it. Make the window to where you could see the actual card on the inside. The only bad thing is these are messy because you got so much extra stuff with it. Let me get all these off of here because if I don't throw them away now, they'll stay here forever. And then we can use some more of these. Well, I want to do the little wheelbarrow with strawberries. That looks cute. Use these on some more, like the tags or something like that in there. And maybe even put a little charm or something in the corner. So, and then I'm going to put the brads in. And then I'm going to put another piece of paper though, like on this, because I want to make sure that you can't see the brads and it'll hold them in better. Okay, so with that, I'm going to use, I guess, the little, put these all together so they stay nice and straight. Which side is, yeah. And let me get a piece of this background. I guess I'll put like the strawberries on there. Let's see what I got. Yeah, those work. There you go. All right. Oh, I couldn't see where I marked that. Gosh. I just lost it again. Oh, there it is. All right. Yeah, this one kind of looked a little funky. There we go. All right. Am I watching any good documentaries or movies here lately? Last movie I watched kind of sucked. Well, I watched a few. I watch movies while I'm working. And then sometimes I watch movies with my husband. And then, but the last one we watched was boring. And I didn't like the message of it. It just, like, I understood why they won Oscars for it, but I was like, the story itself kind of blew chunks. So that's going to go in there like this. May put, like I said, a little pocket, like underneath, like a hidden pocket. Might be good. And then I'm going to put this like over top, I think. Oh, that is like perfect. Perfectly lined. Ooh. Get out of there. Okay, so this. Whoop, 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 whoop. Dude, what are you doing? Hold on, let me punch these together a little bit. I have to squish these down a little bit so they'll hold in a little bit tighter. There we go. Ooh. Like, hello. I'm still here. I'll put a little bit of glue on that. Okay. Now, let me look this up. Ow. Alright. I have got my finger on there. Alright, so here's that. Rip this off of here. I got something on here. Oh, I bet you it's from my thingy. What is that thing called? Bone fold. I always have gooey stuff on there. There we go. Alright, so we got that. Some little strawberries. And put them on all of them. Just a few. No strawberries. Okay. Then, so that can go boom, boom. And then we have this one, this one, this one, this one. And then, let's see. I'm going to save these little rub-on things for over here. We have a few. My desk is so horrendous. Horrendous. Let's see what I got in here. It has a thing on the back, but can't. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff. 136 pieces. Lovely. And actually, that's kind of pretty. I don't know where it'll fit, but little flowers and butterflies and stuff. That actually kind of meshes well together, I think. Oh, I'll use that. Let's see. Stuff like this I love to put in here because then I'll put something on the other side, like little writing spots or something. There's another one. Put that with it. The yellow seems to go very well with that. It's kind of like a what's it say? Autographs. That's what it says. Stuff like it's a good variety pack for if you need anything else. That's not bad. Maybe put that in there with the other ones. The book. I guess it's a book. What does that say? Does it say alphabet? Alright. Like flowery stuff will be good in here. Need to do that with butterflies. And I could put some more pockets. That way I don't have to come back later and put stuff in them. I'd rather just do it now and get it over with. It's kind of cute. I may be able to use something else. Birdie. That's random. That's random. Okay. Whatever works. Let's get some big stuff back here. Might be able to use that for something. I have no idea how my husband is. I highly doubt he's taking a nap right now because there's no way any human being can sleep with all that noise going on downstairs. Not even him. Okay, so let me see. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to get this back in here, but we shall try. And these ephemera packs, I have a ton of Tim Holtz stuff in my Etsy shop. See, I'm a little bit devious when it comes to buying supplies for my Etsy shop. I don't buy them for my Etsy shop. I buy them for me, and then whatever's left over, I put in my Etsy shop. Because retailers have to buy in bulk. So I usually have to buy in groups of 3 or 6 or 10 or something like that. So I just put them in there. You know, why not? All right. So I got a bunch of cards here, and I will make little spots for them. I think what I'm going to do next, though, that's actually kind of cute, is I'm going to do a like an envelope type fold out thing. That actually would be really cute on an envelope. And here, let me move these. And I'll make I'll keep these up here for, you know, stuff to go in this. Most random stuff, I swear. Tim Holtz, like, is the epitome of how my brain works all day, every day. Just random. But he probably created it for a reason. Probably like the same thing I said. It's like, I want this to use, and then I will, you know, make it the rest for the masses. I have no idea. Okay, so let me see where I can put this envelope at. So this will close like this. And then I want to put two, I could put it on the back. And then this will go like this. See, it's already getting meaty. Might put it, make it like a little fold out for like the top one or the bottom one. Again, let me do that. Okay, let me find something for an envelope and we'll be in business. What in the world? All right. Envelopes are always fun. I don't like to use that board. I just like to use a simple doohickey like that. Because that board, it does it like in a different order and it screws me up every single time. And I hate that. All right, so let me see what I got to work with. I have a ruler somewhere hiding in the shadows of my desk. So I think maybe I can do 5.5 by 3 3/4. Let me see what we got here. So it's got to be less than 5.5 and 3 3/4 for the card size. Oh. This one would work. Maybe. Let me go smaller just in case. I don't want it to be even all the way across though, because that annoys me. Maybe an A1 size, I think, will be better because that's 3.5. The card that would go in is 3.5 and 4 7/8. So the paper size needs to be 7 by 7, and we got to mark at the 3-inch mark. Okay, 7 by 7, 3-inch mark. 7 by 7, 3-inch mark. Got that. Remove this. So 7 by 7 size. And I'll make sure the cards are there. You go. 7 by 7. Okay. If you don't know how these work, oh, there it is. Let me put that right there. They're really easy to use. Okay, so you have this like nice little ruler thing here. And what you have to do, these directions suck. Don't look at them. Don't listen to them. They suck. Okay? They don't work. I had to figure this out on my own. It was pain in the butt. Or they're very unclear, I should say. Let me get a little thingamabobber here. And so we're doing this one right here. Where's the 7 by? The card size will be 3.5 by 4 7/8, which is an A1 size, and it's 7 by 7 paper, which is what we have. And then you have your 3-inch mark. So what you do is, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do it this way. So you just come right here to 3, even it up right there on the first one. And then it's got this nice little slot right here, and you just go whoop, like that. Now, turn it to the right, and that line is where you go on the score line. You just line it up like that. Ignore the 3 inches now, and you just do that all the way around. Because if you look at the 3-inch mark, it will not be on there every single time. Just follow it. And that's it. So they'll crisscross over each other. And then put that doohickey aside. And then you got one of these lovely things here. This is the notcher, and that's for the corners. I always do the notching first. And you just line it up where the 2 go. Your lines are. And just punch it. And it should be like right there. I'm just looking at one of the lines, so I hope I should be even. And then turn it around for the corner pieces. And you don't have to like do the corners. You can leave them like that if you want to. There you go. That's it. Easy. Now, don't ask me to do the punch board one because I ain't got a clue. Every single time I try to follow that score line, it never works. Another one that's not clear with directions. Oh. Alright. Let me get a square. I'm going to use the square punch to make a little window. And I got my clear paper here. Let me move back up a little bit so it's not all up in my business. Okay, so this is going to be the side. It works with that. Alright. Oh, see that? This is what the envelope front would actually look like. Like that. So I think I may put a little window right over here. I usually kind of put them in the middle, but I think like right in this spot will be good. And I'm just using this square with the decorative corners. And let me get it all even. I want to leave a little bit of an edge because I want to put like a clear thing on it. Looks good. And you can save these little pieces. Oh, that actually kind of looks cute right here. There we go. And then cut out a piece of plastic and put it on there. Let me just stress this first. They're in my journal supplies list on Amazon. If you go to my profile, go to the Linktree link, go to journal supplies when you scroll down, and then on Amazon, I'll have them into hand punches. They have 4. They have a circle, an oval, this square, and a normal square one that they make. I love anywhere punches. They make the world go round. far as I'm concerned. I like the freedom of not being limited where I can put a hole. Alright. This all snazzy. I think I got everything. Alright, let me get this piece of plastic here. That may be just a hair too small. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we got like our little window now. Now, which way did it go? Alright, so there's our little envelope. I guess I could put a little doodad right there. Oh, where'd those little yellow flowers go? Oh, that's good. I think I should put this here. Actually, I could put it like... I don't, because then I'm going to cover that up, and I think that's cute. But I'll put a little saying or something there. Seeing if I had something on our... Oh, no, we're going to put the little frog there. I put the little frog. Little rub-on thing. I like this. Chunky monkey. I do too. I get good use out of them. And the nice thing is like, if they start to get dull, put some like heavy duty, not normal aluminum foil in it, heavy duty in it, stamp it over and over again. It sharpens them. Same with regular punches too.
No, you and Lily come up here and put her clothes away.
I didn't realize I cut the H off. Alright, there you go. Let me get all this out of the way. Oh, now I have more than one. Alright, let me find what I do with those little doohickeys. That might be a little bit too small. I'll be able to use one of these and just trim it down. Let's see what I got. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, let me trim this real quick. Did you get any nap?
A little.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Ruby came there and started like slamming herself into the bed. I don't know what she was doing.
Trying to wake you up.
But I would kind of drift back off a little bit and she'd do it again. It's like full tilt run right into the side of the bed.
What a bugger. I told her not to go in there.
You know, she didn't listen.
No, I'm on live. Can you not make a bunch of noise?
Yeah. I didn't know they were individually wrapped.
All right, here we go. I'll move this back up. All right, I'll add something here to the other side. Maybe to the front, I don't know. Did she say still?
Yeah.
What?
Jerks.
You are. I specifically said, keep Ruby quiet.
It's not like you're doing the marathon live and you used to. So.
No, I just now almost hit the 2-hour mark because I went on after.
Just so you know, it's supposed to start storming, so
Yeah, I know.
it doesn't interrupt you.
I'm gonna be pretty quick, I think. Just kind of doing funky folio. Whoop. LeBron decal. I'm sorry. I know what you meant. They're rub-on transfers. They're part of this collection. They're actually, I sell them in my Etsy shop. LeBron decals. That's funny. And it's kind of like a paper tattoo. And you don't have to put anything over it. I mean, you can, but once it's on there and coming off. I'm going to put this like right about here. Oh, good. I was like, you know what? I didn't even look to see if it was going to actually fit on there. I guess I should have done that. Oops.
Oh, jeez.
What'd she do? The child is no more candy, Jeremy. She's had plenty.
Did you ever eat?
Yes, you did.
What did I give her?
I don't know. Lemon heads. You opened up her lemon heads after she already had a cake or something like that. I put that on there a little crooked. Yeah, all right. This is what they do. You just stick them on like that. And then you get that little something to rub it up. There it is. Something to rub it on with. This is what I use. Rub it edge to edge. This is like a temporary tattoo, but it's permanent and it's for paper and you don't have to wet it. You can actually use temporary tattoos on paper. I've done it before, but it's messy. You gotta use it on really, really thick paper. I was doing some itty bitty little tiny journals, pages, and I used a temporary tattoo one time on it. Nobody knew. They never knew. Whoop. That's when I went. Whoop. Got a little bit too aggressive with that. Got that part off? I guess I did. Wow. Jeez. It does feel like it's gotten brighter in here, like my lights, because my lights, it was just sunny outside. What happened?
Yeah, I was thinking about going out and doing some yard work, and then I looked at the weather and it's like, oh, nope, this is just a little reprieve and it's going to come out back.
What's it supposed to do this week? It's supposed to be the same way. I hope it's not like this on Monday. I hate driving in stormy weather. Growing up in Florida, that gave me the worst PTSD. Like, all you want to do is just make it home, and there's lightning and everything else right around. Sometimes you see a tornado passing through a field up above, and you're like, oh, well, I guess if I'm going to go, I'm going to go. You know, not much you can do about it. All right.
It's going to be a pretty yuck week.
Oh, I did get it in there a little bit. Right on the edge. Okay, let me move these so I don't. And then I'm going to glue these on. Probably put. Okay, I think I said I was going to put it on this one. Let's see what I got here. Let me open it back up. I could put it on this one. If I can see if it fit. Yeah, let me do that because then it will open up and you can see Sleepy Dude just chilling. All right, here we go. And then this side, I'm gonna put this over it, kind of like a little sky. Yeah, that's good. All right, let me turn this down. Oop, oop, oop. Bend you up. Loose off of there. I would have seen that side. I probably would have used that one. That's kind of cute. What time is it supposed to storm? Is it like any minute?
Around 4, I think. Well, it's already past that, so who knows?
Oh, well.
Let's see. Nah, it's not going to do anything but rain until like 7 o'clock.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that works then. Let's see. Keep. Let me turn this down. That's good. Make sure we can get it all up in there. Wait till it dries a little bit. Alright, where did I put... Okay. Oh, I just noticed it matched. Alright, I'm going to go on down here. What? Think. See, I got those pockets done. Got the envelope here. Alright. I think I may add this. I wish it was longer though. Let me see if I can find another one that's longer. Oh my gosh, I got an idea. Okay. I'm going to use this. This side. Let me trim it up. Oh, I can see this all the way over there. Okay. I'm going to put this here as like a tuck spot. I like that one better than the other one. All right. All right. Then it can be a little tuck spot. Put extra cards in there and get these done. And then I'll do this, and then I'll put the eyelet thingamabobber on it. I like to put the eyelet on and then put a thing over the thing that I'm going to put on there. Whoop. Here, let me move all these little card things so I don't end up losing them. So. All right, let me make a little pile of these things over here. Oops, there's another one. Let's see what size. Look at my hole punch here. No, that one's too small. Oh goodness, you know what I forgot about? I hope I can find my circle thing. Let me get my other circle punch. I have a certain circle punch that I use for this particular thing because I don't want it to be ginormous. And I don't want to cut them out. That one that I had on my desk is way too big. Here's my clear one. What is this? Oh gosh, it's even smaller. Oh. Alright, let me look at my punch drawer. See if I can go find the other circle punch. I hope this isn't the one I'm missing either. Oh, that would suck. I'm going to be cutting out some circles. I think that's the one that I'm actually missing. See, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I had that one. I bet you it's like a 1-inch circle too. Which isn't a big deal. I mean, you can cut them out. I got a nice little... I have rulers. Let me see what this other one is so I don't... I have no idea. Hey, Jeremy. Jeremy.
Yeah, honey.
When you get a chance, can you order me... I need a circle punch. Like, I think I lost my one. My one...
You say circle punch?
Yeah, I lost my 1-inch circle punch. They look like these. This kind.
Does it have a brand name on it?
No.
Okay.
It's just on Amazon somewhere. Okay. But if you can find just the 1-inch, I don't need the rest of them.
Got it.
That would... I knew I was missing one, but I couldn't figure out which one it was until now I need it. Of course. Not unless one of my rottens took it. They have a tendency to do... You know what? I think one of them did because I remember Kaylin was using... My oldest one was using it for something. This is in centimeters. This one looks like it's almost an inch. This is probably the size we want right here. Yeah. That's a good size. Either this one or this one. All right, so I'm just going to take some brown paper. I only need like 3 circles, so 3 or so. I have some scrap paper up here. This is like brown paper. We'll just foam it out. 1. Whoop. I'm going to make some extra just in case. I have 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Let me think. How many did I use last time? I think I used... I would glue 3. Yeah, something like that. Just gonna make some extra just in case. Or if I need them later on, I'll just have them. All right. That'll work. Now, normally I would use a hand punch for this, but I can't find it. So this is the next best thing. So if you don't have a hand punch, go find like a little bottle or something. You can trace that. As long as the circles are consistent, it doesn't matter. Trying to decide if I want to put, yeah, I'm going to put 1 on, I'll have to figure out which side they need to go on. So I got to have 1 for the front and then 1 for where the doodad is going to be attached. Or I could put 2 on the front. You can pretty much put them anywhere. It doesn't matter, you know, so. What I usually do is put 2 on the front. So I do these about 3. This brown paper is a little bit thicker than like computer paper. But if you're going to use like computer paper, I would probably use 4 to 5 like circles for each one. And then I'm just going to mark a little spot in the middle to where I need to punch the hole. And then I'm going to put an eyelet in there. And get some twine. My husband says twine's so funny because he's from the South. I'm from more South than him, but it doesn't count. Okay. So I'm just going to mark the center. Please excuse my hand. Please tell me. Oh, God, that's not a dot. I thought that was a little hole. It is a little hole, is it? No, it's not. Is this... Here. I'm just going to do this. we must find the center. There we go. Oh, there it is. I'll put this one upside down. I'm not doing this to each of them. I'm just doing it to this one. It's the one that matters. Each one. There we go. Just make it, yeah. Got it. All right, I'm just gonna split these up. Just turning them upside down so you don't see any of that. And then I'm gonna glue them together. It's through the middle. I'll fix them here in a second. I'm just gonna get them together first. And turn these around. All right. You don't really have to glue them. You could glue them just a little dot on one side because there's going to be an eyelet holding them together. But after a while, they will kind of separate. You don't want that to happen. You want them to stay the way they're supposed to. All right, let me get where is? I think I got some eyelets right here. Oh, that's what I did.
You broke the tip off of it?
Yeah. Take that. I've got everything all in here. I don't even know where that even came from because it was up there. Let's see. It landed right on there. Let me find my I have put my bronze eyelets somewhere and I don't know where. I guess I can use, I don't even know where the gold ones are. All right, that means they're set out somewhere. There they are. Okay,
Got him.
I'm looking for these too. Look, look, look. Right, it goes this and then under. Alright, so I think I'm going to just stick them both on the front because I don't want to mess up the back. Look like Top Gun. Okay, the eyelet in. You don't have to use the washer with it. If you do, it makes it a grommet. These, let me see if it will work on this setting. It might. Nope. There we go. I put it on there. Needs to be a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, I did get there. Thought it wasn't on there straight. Ooh, those are tough. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, and then I'm just gonna set this one probably right about there. And that's it. So I'm going to put a thing over this because I don't like how I hate seeing those. So I just put something like a piece of paper over it. Also kind of helps it to stay in too. You don't have to worry about it coming undone or any of that mess. All right. Now let me find. See, I got black twine right here, so using that for something else. Get my drawer. All right, I either have that or just brown. I'll let you guys pick. 1 second, I gotta refresh my doohickey here. All right, here, let me scoot this down just a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. All right, there we go. This is a little bit thicker than this, but I kind of like the cream color better. Let me move some stuff out of the way here. I'm just doing this so when I wrap this twine around it, won't get caught in weird stuff. Oh, this one actually will look good. Oh, here, let me try this. Can't get my finger under there. There we go. You just want to tie like a knot on one side of it, like a, once, twice. And then trim it down. Then you can push all this lovely back down. So now it can be wrapped. Let me see how many times I could go around. Probably a few times. Depends on how much extra. And then you can just, undo it one more. There you go. So I don't have to use this much, but I'm going to leave it because I don't know what else I'm going to add to it. And then when it's all finished, then I'll trim it all down. That'll be the best thing to do. Alrighty. So let me get a piece of paper for the other side of this. Let me move these. Yeah, that's a good color. It's a little bit thicker than I would like, but it'll work. Here, let me get my tiny scissors under there so I can trim this up just a tad more so it doesn't stick out. Oh, there we go. All right, let's stick a sheet here. What's this? I may use this because I can put this. Oh my gosh, it might be almost. Well,
told her she's turning her TV off and clean her room up. Having a
Oh,
meltdown.
God forbid, no TV. Well, we know she's capable of like having no TV because she did yesterday.
Yep.
Unless she.
But if she had to choose between herself, TV and no TV, it would always be TV.
Yeah. But if she had a meltdown because of it, then no.
Yeah, I turned it off.
None of that crap. Ooh. All right. Let's see. Need it to.
Love you. Go get your room cleaned up.
Here, make it right about there. Were you able to find just that punch?
That's what I just sat in there to do, honey.
Oh, well, I didn't know. I'm not paying attention to what you're doing.
I can tell. I'm sure I'll find it somewhere.
If Bira has one, I would like one of those.
Who?
Bira, B-I-R-A.
Okay.
They have a better quality. No Fiskars.
I know how much you love that one.
The only thing good they make is scissors. There we go.
Well, they have every other size, so surely they've got 1 inch.
Do they?
Yeah, I've 3/4, 7/8, 5/8, 1.5 inches, 2.5 inches, 3.5 inches. So surely it's here somewhere.
I hope so.
Unfortunately, I can't filter, so I just gotta let the room.
Okay. You'd think they would have it like on one post.
There it is. A
Yay.
Bira 1 inch circle lever action craft punch.
Oh, that makes me happy. I kind of like that. I'm going to put that there. That fits in there perfect.
You need anything else?
I don't think so. I think I'm good on everything. Okay, so that'll work. Oh,
Be here Monday.
okay. Not a huge rush. What let me do with these is I may attach these together to make like a, you know, pull out thing. Which is really actually, let me do, now I'm going to do that. I was going to do it with a brad, but I'll just do it with that. Where did they? There it is. All right, we're about ready to call it a day after I get this flipping bag open. Oh my gosh. That's why I usually put those in jars, little itty bitty container jars. So it's a little bit tight, but once you get moving, just sit there right on both sides. Let me move them around a little bit. Not loving these eyelets. It's always like a shot in the dark with those. Like sometimes you get a good batch, sometimes nope. And then all right, where am I gonna stick this? Oh, my balls. All my balls spilled everywhere. Come on. Then I think what I may do is I may put a pocket with like one of these extra ones because that is a good size. Put it on the back of the book and there's the pocket for it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Something simple. I've already done so much stuff to this book. And then I need to put all these little extra goodies in there. So, yeah. Hopefully this one won't be too big. I think it looks...
Hottest girls in school in first time. Comforting my neighbors.
What was that?
What was it?
I heard that.
What?
Are you listening to an audiobook?
Uh-uh.
You're not? What was that?
I don't know. I already shut it off, so I don't know what it was doing.
It sounded like a raunchy audiobook.
Nope.
Uh-huh. That always happens. Every time I get in the car and the Bluetooth connects, I'm like, what kind of freaky, deaky, fantasy, sci-fi, erotica are you listening to? His face is red. Okay, where's my book go? Oh, there it is. Oh, there's my little thingies. I was looking for those. Oh my lord, it's just like seriously the right size. Okay, and I want to put it too low because, well, actually it won't matter much because there's going to be a fencing go along here. I think like right about there will be good. Maybe like right about there, because I gotta remember that there is a roof. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I keep pushing it open here. Pushing down on it. All right, I'm gonna let that dry. Before I remotely try to stick that thing in there. So I may have to use a little bit of extra glue because of the lace that's on it. I wish that happened. Yeah, I'll leave it alone. Just gonna leave it alone. All right, let me take one of these and I'm gonna glue. I don't really need a big one. I just do this. Make it small. And then we'll load it on up. It should be about done. Can get a ball pen and use one of these little, oh, that's what I was going to do with that. I was going to put a little charm on that cluster of cards. Okay. Just going to fix some of these little corners right here. And I'm going to stick a ball pen on this little cluster of cards and a little charm or something. I'll put a little charm on the outside. And then it should be about done. So I forgot I was going to use that. That's pretty singing. This paper right here is in my Etsy shop, and it's called Hidden Grove. These don't go with it. This is different ephemera pack. Just use it for extra cards. Just gonna distress these real quick and put them in where I want them to go in, I think. That'll give enough time for the thing to dry on the book. Okay. Alright, yay! I like the back the way it is. I forget what I was going to do with that. I didn't put nothing under here. I don't think I did. I was going to put a pocket under here. I get like that though. Oh, I got one of them right here. Alright, so I think if I was going to do something else, I can't even remember now. So I got the little pad of paper in here. I did, and put some rub-ons on. Made a pocket here, 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 and here. This one's like a little tuck spot. Oh, I remembered. Hang on. I'll put this on real quick. Oh no, not the ink. I forgot I distressed that. FYI, if you ever do like ink stuff, like the edges, and you rub it with like glue, it will smear. See if I can. Sounded like my kids were doing something. Man. Okay. Let me put these in there. And then I got those. I did that. Okay, and then this, close it like, oh, and then I forgot about the envelope that has little writing card in there. With the little window in the front. So there's that. And then close it like this, and like this. Wrap it around. And then, whoop, that's the tape. Oh, it was the dog. I thought it was my daughter doing something. Well, what did I just do? Oh, that's a stick. There we go. Stick that kind of on there. So it makes a cute little folio kind of thing. And I think if I could think of anything else that I do it, I'll probably do it later. But, oh, and then the book. Yeah, let me move all my stuff so I can get the book up here. Let me get all this out of the way. Alright, I'm going to move this. And there we go. Actually, I'm really shocked. Actually, this thickness was good enough for it in there. So, let me get the other books. I can go with this. We have the window book, goes on the side. The door book right here. They still got to make snazzy, which goes on the front like that. And then the roof is right here. Let me higher this up. It's right here. Trying not to hit all my cords. Of that, there's a book there. The dormer is a little notepad. And then, oh, I just noticed it fits. Yay! It fits with it all on there. So, yippee! And then, let me move this. We have started doing the inside. I gotta get some thingy. Then the tiniest little book that goes with it, and it has those little guys in it. This book, and that will be in the inside when I get that one done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the hidden books, and on the main book, which is the 7th technically the first book, I guess would be the way to say it. Let me move this. And then, of course, I always forget to take this one off because it just looks, it blends in, which is, where's my little thing? Where's the end of it? Where's the, oh, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. And then this book right here is on here. And I just stick it on here. It's not like stuck or anything. There's no magnets. It just ties on there. So, I'm just going to do a little tie real quick. And I'll fix it. Do it later. There we go. So, that is the roof. The other little book in it. And then, of course, the main book. I still gotta spray. I gotta get some more sticking stuff. Opens. Then I gotta do the spine dangles over here, like this. And then we got the first two signatures over here with the paper. This is the paper that I made to match it. That has all those little lovely characters that I designed. And then, let's see, a little mushroom house. Then we got pocket. Oh, yeah, I gotta make a bookmarker for there. We got all of these. The inside is pretty much done. I don't really do any inserts that much. Only on certain books do I do that. I usually leave it blank and let, if I'm going to sell it, let other people decide what they want to do with it. And then this is the other side. It has like the same kind of papers in it. And these are pocket pages right here to put, like, you know, cards, whatever in there. And that side. And so it closes like that. Oh, I forgot I left the other book on the back. And then, of course, got a little folio tuck spot on there. And then when you put it all together, the roof can actually go on it. Oh, that's part of the paper. I thought there was something on there. So, your house, yeah. I'm working on it. Little by little. I'm not in a huge rush to finish it, but I like doing it on live. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Actually, gotta put them on there, right? Yeah, there it is. And then, oh, and then I got my roof. The roof. And so all of this, I made the roof extra wide. So, hey, shut up. And so it fits over all of that good stuff. Okay. Everything is over exaggerated and big on purpose because it's whimsical. And here's the back.
She's still trying to make her bed, I think.
With the roof on it. And my front door. Oh, it's on there. So that's what we did today. Was this little cutesy poo right back here. So yeah, I'm gonna try to be on live. On Tuesday I don't think, let me see, Monday I have to take Ruby. What's my other kid's name? What's the third one? Child.
Who? We have children?
Who
Talking about
am
our
I
kids?
taking on Monday?
Lily?
Lily. Yeah, her.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, Ruby, Lily, Ella, they're all 4-letter names, and I
And
get them
whose
mixed
fault
up.
is that?
Because I didn't want to have to teach him how to spell a hard name anymore after Kaylin. Anyways, so I got to take her on my. Oh, I should have just looked.
Oh, the tangled web we weave.
I know. Reap what you sow. That's what it is. Yeah, I got to take her on Monday to go get teeth pulled. Or should I say tooth? Because Dr. McStudmuffin couldn't get the one out, and she did when she came home. So I think he needs to work on the biceps of his. And so I gotta go take her to get the other one out. And but Tuesday I think will be fine as long as this weather does not give me another migraine. I'll be fine. Because that like right now I have a very dull headache, but it's because it's storming out. So it gets, wears you down. And then next week I should be receiving the next 2 washi tape drops. I think it was last week was the circus one here. That's the 3D, which it has like an embossing layer on it. And I'll have 2 more. One of them is pretty gory. The other one is normal, because I appeal to the masses. Dr. McStudmuffin, that's what I call him. Instead of Doc McStuffins, I call him Dr. McStudmuffin. He looks like he got scrawny, though, between, in 6 months. So, I don't know what's up with doctors here lately, but they all look like they don't belong in that profession. I know, and Jeremy's sitting back here and ignoring me probably. Can you hear me? Yeah, see. So I should be on Tuesday. And I got to figure out what to do about furniture, but that's probably what I will do on Tuesday is my stuff is too big to fit in the little attic. So as much as I don't want to, I will make some little furniture. I can make little mini bookshelves and stuff like that, little table. You guys know I can make anything out of cardboard and stuff. That's my thing. I wish I would have known about this when I was a kid, though. So that way I could have sat there and made myself a Barbie dream house. I could make a Barbie dream house. I think I could do it. So I come on at 5 p.m. on Tuesdays Eastern time and 2 p.m. on Saturdays Eastern time. That seems to just be a good time for me. Hopefully somebody won't have to go to work on Tuesday and he can work from home.
The problem is if I don't go in Monday, it's almost guaranteed I'm going in on Tuesday.
No, why can't you guarantee go on Wednesday? Why Tuesday? Go on Monday. I don't care. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You have the whole rest of the week.
You're getting a little bit too entitled to my ability to work from home.
I don't care. You can't sit there and disarray everybody's schedule, and then when we get used to it and make our schedule around that schedule, then mess it all up again.
9 to 5, I may or may not be going into the office.
What do you mean 9 to 5? You don't work no 9 to 5.
I'm generalizing. I may be able to work from home, but in the project I have right now, I most likely will have to go into the office. If my parts didn't ship yesterday, so it's probably going to be Monday.
Who overnights something on a Friday is my question.
I didn't pick when they got it done building it.
They ain't done.
I don't think they are either. That's why I didn't get a ship notice.
I don't think. You know what? You know what? I have a feeling, and you know how my feelings are, that it ain't gonna be shipped out till Monday or Tuesday.
And that may be.
I think Tuesday, and you'll have to go to work on
You
Wednesday.
don't even know what it is yet. You have
I don't
no
care
strong
what it is.
feeling about it.
I
Because
do.
it lines up with what
It's
you
some
want.
dumb part thing that goes in some dumb machine thing that somebody like 20 years ago didn't know what they were doing and built it, and now it's failed, and now you have to go in and fix it. Like you have to fix everything else. I know. Am I wrong?
On most things, yes.
Not on this though, am I?
As far as what it does, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't even say what it does. It has something to do with the PET scan cyclotron bullcrap thing.
It's these machines have saved a lot of people's lives.
That's wonderful. But they don't work worth a darn right now, do they?
Yeah, they're
No,
still
they don't.
functional.
Barely. They're probably sitting there turning people into zombies. That's what they're probably doing.
So you're saying this is how the zombie apocalypse
Yep.
is.
From cyclotron.
So that's why it's so important. I'm preventing the zombie apocalypse by going to work on Tuesday.
No, Wednesday. One day ain't gonna make a difference.
It might. It might.
It's not gonna make a difference. Okay? But I could see some freaky deaky I Am Legend stuff happening because of that.
Will Smith, I am not. So let's
No,
head that
but
off.
he wasn't either. He wasn't that good. Look what he did. He's the one who did it. He caused it, and that's why he was trying to fix it.
I don't remember that he caused it.
Yes, he was one of the original doctors who did. Did you not watch the movie?
I don't remember.
Why do you
beginning.
think he was so determined to find the cure? Because he was trying to redeem himself. That's the whole point.
I don't know. I don't remember that version. I remember the other versions.
Okay. That's
That was
not-
like the fourth remake of that movie, and I've already seen the other ones.
all right. Well, do the other ones count? Which one made the most money?
I have no idea.
Exactly. The one with Will Smith did, because that one was the best one.
You haven't seen the other ones. How would you know?
I don't need to see them. I know. All I need to do is read a synopsis.
Who's a better actor, Will Smith or Vincent Price?
Well, that's not fair. Because
It's not fair. You can't compare.
Vincent Price is not still alive.
What does that have to do with anything? He's
Because
still a
it
better
does.
actor.
He just had a cool voice.
I don't agree with that.
He did.
I think overall I like the storyline for the Will Smith version better, but Vincent Price was just a better actor.
Okay.
So anyway,
You're
I
not
don't
going to work
remember.
on Tuesday. That was the whole point of this conversation.
and I'm saying you have no position.
Then
to
you better
state
be
that.
home early.
I will absolutely do that if I
Because I have my live at 5 at 5. Live at 5 not at 4. Our news here, our local news, does a live at 5 at 4. That's how they say. I'm not even close to joking. It's the dumbest thing I have ever seen in my whole entire life. I'm like, why do you gotta be stupid? Just say live at 5. But no, they gotta be live at 5 at 4. They do, and they still do that nonsense.
I know.
Then they're gonna be like live at 5 at 4 at 2. You know. Oh, I like Denzel Washington too. So does he. Don't even get him started on the Equalizer, or I'll have to hear it all over again. And I've heard it enough. Did you eat all your barbecue Fritos?
No.
See? I'm still not going to try one. I think that's gross.
That's okay. I didn't really want to share them anyway.
Well, you were pushing for me to try one.
I just wanted you to try it.
I don't want to try. I'm Ruby. Where do you think she
know.
gets it from?
There's no doubt where it comes from.
You know, I still feel guilty that my grandpa ate sweet potatoes and he doesn't like sweet potatoes and he's not even alive anymore.
I don't know what any of that means.
Remember when my grandma,
What is there to have guilt about?
my cousin Mickey mixed in sweet potatoes with the squash because there wasn't enough?
Was he allergic to it?
No, he just don't like it because he's picky.
So he obviously didn't
And I
care.
saw it and I'm like, No, don't do that.
He obviously didn't know.
No, he said they were the best. It was the best squash he ever had.
So
and
you're saying there's no rational
but it's
thought
still.
behind your pickiness.
I don't know.
That's what it sounds like you're saying, that
I get it from
you
him.
actually might really, really like it. It might be the best thing ever, but you refuse to try it. For
I've
no
already
good reason.
tried 2 new things this year, and I'm not doing any more. And I don't even remember what they were, but I tried it.
But you,
I tried Arby's sauce, and I tried your salsa, which I never had salsa before, and the Arby's sauce was okay. It was just a little bit spicy.
I'm not super crazy about.
But I
Arby's
was
sauce.
kind of desperate because you forgot my au jus sauce.
Compared to those things, barbecue Fritos are like, you can't even
Is it
compare
spicy
that. No.
at all?
Kaylin ate a bunch of them.
Kaylin
She doesn't eat spicy.
Kaylin eats octopus. Okay, I don't trust her at all.
It's your measuring stick. If you eat octopus, I can't trust your taste.
She sat
palate.
there and grossed me out so much because she said the suckers were sticking to the roof of her mouth.
Oh,
And
gosh.
it grossed me out so much I did not eat Chinese food for like 6 months. Because that image got in my head. So no, I don't care.
So what's your quota of how many new things you can try in a 12-month period?
I usually only try one. And
And you keep tracking this? You like write it down in a diary?
no, I just know. I know what. Now I didn't try nothing for the last 3 years though.
So you got a few built up then. You're like 3 or 4 deep now.
Yeah.
So barbecue
But
Fritos.
Your children are still trying to get me to drink a Coca-Cola for the first time, and I won't do it because I don't think it's going to be
Coca-Cola
good.
is not that good.
I haven't had a Pepsi. I think it was 8 years old the last time I had one, and I got in
Coca-Cola,
trouble for it.
The carbonic acid that they put in those combined with the carbonated, it kind of burns. Just a straight up Coke, it's really not that good. If it's really
then
cold,
why do so
it can
many people drink it? And I've never had a Mountain Dew either.
Now that's where you're falling off. You really should be.
Why would I want something that looks like toxic waste?
I don't know, but it's good.
You know, I feel like if I have one, my
Millions
body's
of
gonna
rednecks
spaz
subscribe to it,
out.
so.
Like my body's gonna that Dr. Pepper screwed me up. I'm crashing bad
Mountain
now.
Dew will really screw you up. It has lots of caffeine in it.
My dad got in trouble by his doctor for drinking too much Mountain Dew. They even told him no more diet, no more zero, no more Mountain Dew. And he's like, why? Am I glowing?
There's something about Mountain Dew that's just like the most addictive.
They probably put drugs in it.
Well, it's the yellow number 5 is not good for you for sure, but I used to drink a lot of them.
That's no.
Probably like 2 20 ounces a night,
Mm-hmm.
at least, in my youth. Not good.
See, my friend Angela said it's antifreeze, and that's what it looks like.
It does kind of look like that a little
It
bit.
probably is.
It's not.
It's in low doses. You know. See, Ella likes that. What are the things from Taco Bell that she likes? That's another
Blue
place.
raspberry freeze.
Isn't it Mountain Dew though? Isn't it
No.
like a Baja?
They
Freeze?
have those, but no, the blue raspberry freeze is not.
She
not
likes the Baja things. So the Baja Blast is
the
that what
thing that she gets all the time is a blue raspberry freeze, whatever that is, and I don't know what it is. But Lily got one last night.
What was the thing you got her at Dollar Tree today? The chips. I thought it was candy.
Oh, the Takis.
Yeah,
blue Takis?
the blue. It turned her mouth like those cubes did to Kaylin's
She
mouth.
said they weren't as spicy as the normal Takis.
No,
I just got them
because the
they were-
blue methylene blue that they have in it was like probably overdone it.
It probably is.
It was bad. I was like, Ella, you look like you belong
But I
in the
think there was only
Titanic.
like 5 sticks in the whole bag, so it's not.
She gave one to Jack, and Jack like caught it in his mouth, and then he was like, and spit it right out. And I said, the dog won't eat it. Look,
Well, that's a good measuring stick. If Jack won't eat anything,
If Jack
it's
won't
probably
eat it,
not.
no.
It's not edible.
he will not eat certain things, and if he doesn't eat it, I won't eat it. So yeah. I know. I've never had them because they just don't appeal to me
There's
at
something
all.
Takis. It has a tartness, like a citric acid,
Like
lemony flavor to
lime?
it. That's very. It probably is lime. It's very addictive. It's like
Echo.
you kind of want another
Stop.
one, but in the end, you kind of regret eating them because they're spicy. It's like your mouth feels really strange after eating a bunch of them. But
Yeah.
I can't do
Like
that
when
anymore.
you ate the what was that sour ball?
Oh gosh, that's never doing that
What was it,
again.
the Black Death or something
Yeah,
like that?
whatever those things you got.
Well,
It wasn't the sour. It wasn't unbearably sour, but what it did to my teeth was like that's
you
ridiculous.
put 2 of them in your mouth. You shouldn't have done that.
Well, the fact that it ate the enamel off my teeth and it just was not good. I felt like my teeth were chalk after that
Ew.
for like weeks.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yep, never again.
See, we used to live by a Dairy Queen, but not anymore. I don't know what. I think the only Dairy Queen I know of is the one in Farragut.
Yeah.
When they took out the Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
That's the worst. You know.
It's only Dairy Queen I know of.
There's one in Crossville.
Well, that's been there forever.
Really?
Yeah, they bought out the old brothers.
Oh. All right. What were you doing in Cookville? Did you just say you were in Cookville? Is that why you can't go? Let me scroll back. Let me scroll back. I know you ain't Dolly Parton.
What?
You were saying something about 9 to 5.
Oh.
And she was like, "You're not Dolly Parton." So, anywho, Clarksville. Is that like middle?
That's out toward Nashville, yeah.
That yeah. Well, she's over in Kentucky, so you know. Anyways, all right. Well, I'm gonna get off of here because I'm gonna go get me something to drink, normal to drink, not no more.
Mountain Dew.
No, I don't want that.
Yahoo Mountain Dew.
Yuck. Wasn't that made here in Tennessee? Wasn't it invented in Tennessee or something?
No, I think it was in the Carolinas.
I don't think
it was invented as an alcohol chaser, though. It was supposed, like rum and Coke. It was always supposed to be something that was paired with alcohol, and it ended up being a standalone.
I know that Sprite goes really good with like gin or something like that. I don't know.
But its original slogan after they just gave up on alcohol.
Do.
No, Yahoo Mountain Dew was its original slogan.
Oh, I don't know. All I know is my mom used to fuss at my dad all the time for drinking that.
Well, it was a play on moonshine because they called that Mountain Dew.
Mm-hmm.
And so this weird yellow stuff. They called it Mountain Dew.
All right. Well, I will be on Tuesday.
Will you now?
Yes, on Tuesday because Jeremy will not be going to work that day. And I will be on at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll make some furniture to go inside the attic. Now that we pretty much have like all the books done, and then decorate like this, and then put the rest of the fence on, and then we got to do the fan dangles over here, the spine dangles, and then it will be about done. So yeah, that'll be it. All right, you guys have a nice rest of your weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday.